Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Dungeon Punks for the PS4 in today's episode of the Arcade Cabinet. Let's get started. That's right folks, the Arcade Cabinet makes its return today and we are talking about and reviewing Dungeon Punks for the PS4. Dungeon Punks first released on PC, PS4, Xbox One, PS3, and PS Vita back on July 26, 2016. Dungeon Punks is a side-scrolling brawler-like RPG that takes nods to games such as Gauntlet, Golden Axe, and Knights of the Round respectively and paying homage to those while still bringing its own flavor of game. You have 6 classes to choose from and 3 you can control in combat, all having strength and weaknesses as seen from the select screen. You have the Tempest Knight, the Dragon, Dwarf, Djinn, the Werewitch, and the Hierophant, all equally having classes and spells that they're mastered in, but having a clear-cut amount of weaknesses as well. Dungeon Punks starts you off being a team that does mercenary work for low pay until you begin to get a huge contract from the king and queen of that kingdom. That is until you mess up some things in their office and you have to pay them back. Then you become lackeys for them forever trying to work off the debt that you owe completely. As I've been playing through Dungeon Punks, I have some clear pros about this game that I love and some clear cons about this game that I have some extreme gripes with as well. My first pro for this game that is brutal, it's punishing, it's unforgiving, and makes you learn in a way that you have to remember your characters, what helps and what hurts and what heals them all the way through. You can't like go around and just try to pretend about what you don't know about them. You really have to learn the characters inside and out. My second pro is that this game is fun as hell. It's really reminiscent of the older games such as Gauntlet and Knights Around, and it's really cool to just sit down and spend hours on the combat and the classes and really just taking out all the enemies that you can. My third pro is for this game is that this game has a new game plus mode for those who are looking for a guaranteed challenge after you beat the most difficult of this game and really go back in for more difficulty. And my last pro for this game offers content. You'll find quests in the side dungeons, repeating dungeons, having to go back and power level for these dungeons. You'll sink some time into this game very seriously. However, my first con is that this game could have been way better with some kind of online system rather than couch co-op and local co-op. It would have been much better to traverse these dungeons with online with friends instead of AI and having to really just watch out for yourself mainly. My next con is that the story is pretty much a forgettable write-off. It's nothing special. It could have been kind of better written as to why you're traveling these dungeons instead of just being lackeys for the king and queen and earning better pay. And my last con is that the console version is missing stuff from the Vita version. The Vita version lets you swap with any party member that you can control rather than just controlling yours. And the console version you can swap with your tag partner by pressing circle, and that's a very big throw off. But all in all, if I had to give Dungeon Punks a final score for its challenging gameplay, fun combat, new game plus, and content that it offers, while looking at the lack of online play, bad story, and the lack of features, Dungeon Punks for this episode of the Arcade Cabinet will get a 3 out of 5. Alright guys, that is it for this week's episode of the Arcade Cabinet. Come back next week as we will be diving into Uncanny Valley, talking the indie game that has you being a murder mystery as a police officer and you're trying to solve that mystery. Then that will be on the Xbox side and we will be diving into that next week, so stay tuned for that. Go check out my last review on Black Hole Complete Edition. Go check out any of my Bruising the Backlog episodes on The Evil Within. We will be coming back with reviews since I'm now back and fully able to drop more videos and my work schedule is finally letting me free. We'll be diving in with reviews as I have stuff planned from South Park to Fractured But Whole, Ruiner, Shadow Tactics, and Mystic Bell, and we will be diving back in, so please be on the lookout for those. Also, while you're here, hit that like button if you're a regular, hit that like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you're a regular or if you're new to the channel, hit that little notification button so you can always stay tuned with content that I'm dropping, whether it's a review, Bruising the Backlog, the Arcade Cabinet, or DemiGod plays, or whatever else the case may be. Please stay tuned because I will be having more content dropping. I thank you guys for stopping by. We're diving in on Minecraft Season 2 Episode 3 and 4 tomorrow. Also Think Peace Episode 5 will be dropping tomorrow as well. I thank you guys for stopping by. Until next time, and until the next Arcade Cabinet, guys, we'll tune in, turn up, and throw down. I'm out, and I thank you guys for watching.